Alright, if in case you've ever wondered how people teach online with Zoom, this video is meant to answer that question. It's a very simple platform to use, reliable, no itches, clear interface, and then very easy to use. My name is still quickly show you. Here is my own Zoom. I downloaded it on this app, this laptop, as a web. You go to your browser and type zoom.com, and then you download the web part of it. If it's on your phone, you go to your Play Store to download it. So it will be on your phone. Anytime you need to, you just click on it and start using. That's all. So for the first time, you need to sign up, and when you sign up with your Google account and you are good to go. So here is the home page of this is the home page of Zoom. Here you can see you have new meeting, you have join, you have schedule, you have sharing, share screen. So for now, I have what you need to do for the first time if you want to use it is to sorry about that. Now, so for you to click on schedule, you want to schedule a meeting with someone. Okay, before then, let me show you my own meetings first. These are my own. Okay, let me take you to meetings. Anytime after you have scheduled, you go to meetings. This is where you always see all the meetings you have. I have 3 meetings here. I have the one for Green Zone. I have my own for a preschool child and a reading clinic. So when if I share this thing now, whenever it's time for me to teach any one of these people, you can see now it's on a Green Zone. I'll just click start and I'll go ahead to start. If I want to see invite, maybe the person has lost the invitation, this thing, I'll copy it and still share or something. So anyone that is time for me to have, I click on it and start. So let's go back to the home page again. The home page. What is the problem? Shh. Don't beat him. Just leave him. Alright, so I'll go to schedule. Now, what do you want to do? You want to schedule a meeting. Okay, so what's the topic of the meeting? Mention like those one now, you saw 3, right? It is what I do with that class that will be my topic. Now, all the start date, the time, and how many hours, I don't need it if I'm using it every time. It's a class I'll be using to teach a child, so I don't need. I'll just click on recurring meeting. It's a recurring meeting. There could be a need for me to have meeting with that child anytime, so it will be recurring. I don't need to set time. Meanwhile, free class on Zoom is 40 minutes maximum. So before it's that 40 minutes, they will give you a whatever. They will let you know. It will even be counting down when it's 10 minutes to the end of that 40 minutes. So if you go for pro, you can use as many hours as possible. So security. Okay, waiting room. You have to click it. If you don't click it, come on. If you don't click that waiting room, it means once they click on the link, they can just enter the meeting anyhow without your permission. But when you tick waiting room, it means it is you that will accept them into the class. They cannot just enter into the class anyhow. Okay, then you as the host, you off your video too. It is when you are ready to on your video that it will be on. The participant video is also off. They can on and off it when they are ready. The calendar, Outlook, all this. With this now, I've scheduled a meeting, so I can save it. Okay, I can save it. I don't want to save this because I don't need it. I'll just click on this save, and it will that means I've already scheduled. So now let me come to the ones all my meetings now. So I'll just click on one to teach you how I do the real meeting. So now, as you can see, when it comes up, when I click on that start now, it will tell me, ask me whether I want to join with computer audio. Yes, I click that. If not, they will not hear what I'm saying. Let me close this one. So this is the meeting now that I want to have. Let me maximize it. This is the meeting I want to teach a child with it. So the child will enter. I will see the notification that somebody is in the waiting room, and I'll accept the child. So now you can see security participants. I can see all the people that are here. Like now I'm alone. If the next person joins now, I'll see how many people are inside this. So chat, I can click on this and send chat. You can set the chat now, show chat preview. So if I click on it, I'll be able to send message. Okay, the same with your phone. Okay, now the advantage laptop have over phone regarding Zoom is that you can't record your meeting on your phone, but you can record it on laptop. All right, you can record it on laptop. Whatever you are teaching, you can record it, and you can always send it to the parents of the child. Maybe once in a while you want them to know what you are doing in the class. Okay, you can record and send to them. Then share screen. If I click on this share screen now if the child wants to also share, I can share screen. If I share my screen now, this is what is on my screen. These are the things. You have whiteboard. Then if anything that I want, this is whiteboard. With this whiteboard I can write. If I click on it, anything I want to share, if I click on it, this blue, you can see the blue, right? If I'm using laptop now, if I'm not using, if it's on phone, anything I want to share, I just click on it to and click it to share. If it's on laptop, if I click on that thing, it will highlight it to be blue. So it is until I now come and click share here. The child, the person I'm teaching will not see what I'm teaching until I come and click it. So if I place it on where I want to share, that thing I want to share, I have to come and click share so that the person will be able to see. So let me click on whiteboard now and then share. So with my whiteboard, you have all these tools that I can use. You can use text. With text, I can write anything that I want to write. Okay, I think it's not okay because I'm using my screen share, recorder. Okay, so I can type whatever I want to type with that. Then with drawing tools, I can draw. Maybe what I want to write now is maybe I'm teaching maths, or for instance it requires that I draw some lines that I can use it to write also, but it will not be as fast or as flexible because I'll be taking time to form the shape. So it depends on what I'm teaching at that moment. Then I can all this one stamp, or maybe I want to use it to highlight something. I can erase. This thing I wrote now, I can come and erase it and clean it up. Then I can format. I can choose which color my text will be with this format now. I can choose any color. Let me drop this eraser. You see there? Where is that eraser? I've picked it before, so I have to go and drop it. Else it will not, I won't be able to use. So if I click on format now, okay, the eraser is still there. Supposed to, this thing is misbehaving. Supposed to be able to, okay. If I click on any of this thing now, supposed to go away. So the eraser is away now. So I can format with formatting means what I'm writing on this whiteboard now, whatever it is, I want it to color. Then the line width, how big do I want it to be? Then the fonts, I can increase the fonts or reduce it. This I can make it bold. So this is formatting. I can do redo or undo. Maybe I wrote something before. That thing I wrote, I mistakenly erased it. I can bring it back again. Then I can write on the board. If I wrote on the board now, after writing on the board, then I can clear it at once. is it clear all my drawing or anything? So I can just click on it rather than erasing it one by one. Sometimes that eraser I have to do it one by one, but with clear all, I can just clear it everything out. Then I can save the whiteboard, okay, by clicking this. Then also there is something down here. This too, I can move it. Actually, I can move it. I can move this thing. Sorry, these tools that are here, I can move. I can. Sorry. Close. I can, as it, that one is up, I can also take this. I can move it to wherever I want it to be. It may not be up again. So then I can see, this is me that you'll be seeing in this video. Now is my video on? If it is okay, my video is on. See, I can, if I don't want my video to, I don't want my face to show, I just click stop video. It will not show my face again. You are not seeing my face. If it is because it's late, if it's during the day, it is my, I mean, because I'm sharing my screen, that you are not seeing that video again. If I'm not sharing my screen, you will see the what I use as placeholder for my screen through my Google. So those are the things. Then if you want to share anything other than, let me close this whiteboard. Okay, this is what you see if I've stopped my video. Now I can also share anything I want to share here. I want the child to see. I will go and open it. Okay, if I'm using a laptop. If I'm using my phone, I want to share my wife, or you want to share my screen. If I want to share my screen, I just click share. If I click share, that thing I want to share, if I want to share my screen, maybe I'll have an app I want to go and pick. I will click share screen, and then I'll go and pick on the app I want to use. Maybe my Microsoft, maybe what I want to choose is in my Microsoft or in my gallery. I just pick it and it will. Is it's self-explanatory actually. So if I'm using laptop now to teach, I will go and open that thing. For instance, let me close this now. No, let me close this. Let me minimize it. And I want to use let's say I have a document, maybe a book that I've downloaded, and that's what I want to use to teach the child. I'll just open it. It will be down here in on my window. As you are seeing it, it will be down there. So when I click share now, coming. So when I click share screen now, I'll be seeing that thing that I've opened. So you can see now, this is what that document I just opened now. I'll now click, this is what I want to share now. I'll now come and click share. So the thing I want to teach now will not be on in my, it will be the one the child will be seeing, and then the child will now be reading what is on the screen. Okay, that is that on there. And then what else? If I want the child to share their screen, I'll come to share screen. No, I will not click on share screen. This arrow that is close to share screen, that's what I will click on, right? That's what I will click on. And I will now accept it. Multiple participants. That's now I've allowed the child to also share their own screen. Then the child will now be able to write on the screen. Then when I'm done, what I will do, okay, if I want to record, let's say I want to record now. Look at this now. Record on this computer. I'll click it. If I come to more, I'll see where they put record. Then I'll click on it, and then you hear recording in progress, and then I stop. Let me stop the recording. I don't want it to record again. Recording stopped. I don't want it to pause. I want it to stop. Okay, now when I'm done with the class, I click end. Make sure after clicking the end, you see end meeting for all or leave meeting. Please click on end meeting for all, because if you put leave meeting, that means you let your student in the class for play. So you end the meeting for all, and that is all regarding Zoom. for you.